I was once arranging books in the lunch hour in court number 1 when the irrepressible Mr. R.K. Garg walked in and gave me a slap on my back and said, "What are you doing? Haven't you had your lunch?" So I said, "I'm arranging the briefs for my senior." He says, "That's the problem with you Bombay lawyers. You only focus on efficiency. But where will the vision come from if you only focus on your cases? So look beyond the immediate brief that you are called upon to argue." Then, of course, you had Mr. Soli Sorabji, with whom I appeared in so many different cases. Precision, the vision of public law. He led me in D.C. Wadhwa versus the state of Bihar, the matter which went to the Constitution bench when the Bihar Ordinance Raj was challenged. And it all arose from a book which was written by an economist who was researching land tenures in the state of Bihar. And he found that ordinances were being repromulgated for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years without being converted into law. And that became the subject matter of a challenge which was really spearheaded by Mr. Sorabji, and that was the brilliant judgment of our court. There was Mr. Ashok Desai, who would talk to you about law, but he had a deep connect between law, life, and literature. I remember as a very young lawyer, I had gone to him on a Saturday to brief him. So after the conference was over, he asked me, so he said, "Young man, what is your poison?" And to which I answered in a very ignorant way. So I said, "I haven't yet decided to consume any, sir. I haven't come to the stage when I have to really look for poison," only to be told later on that poison meant something very else, something very different in the analogy of Ashok Bhai. Dr. Chitle, about whom the Attorney General mentioned, Dr. Chitle never left the chamber even after work was over. He had a stipulated time to leave the chamber, which was typically at 10 o'clock in the night. So when the conferences were over, and many of those conferences were occupied by a very young Mr. R. Venkatramani, so very earnest and always on punctual time, he would just pick out a book from the library, whether it was the Restatement of Laws or American Jurisprudence or some book on the law, but never left until it was 10 o'clock and it was time to reach. And that's how the classical judgment in Central Inland Water Transport Corporation came into being.